Hey, Fidelity. How can I remember to invest every month?
With the Fidelity app, you can choose a schedule and set up recurring investments in stocks and ETFs.
Oh, that sounds easier than I thought.
You got this.
Yeah, I do. Now, where did I put my keys?
You will find them where you left them.
Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Hi, and welcome to IKEA. How can I help?
Oh, my schedule is crazy. I just want some me time.
Maybe it's time to embrace the joy of staying in. With comfortable beds, pillow and decor, mood lighting, and so much more, you can turn your bedroom into the place to be.
Oh, sounds like a dream.
We've got you. Visit us in-store or at IKEA-USA.com/sleep to create your dream bedroom today.
The 11th Hour Production Challenge presents Upstairs Upstairs.
Exactly. And so we decided to try a seance. Pass me the cheese, will you?
No, I don't want to. It's a die for.
Again, from that little shop by the river. You'd have loved it. All locally produced. What was the name of those cows, Neil? Something like a type of mushroom?
Button? Don't be silly. A chanterelle?
That's it.
We came across this distillery there, built in the remains of a stone fort. Incredible brandy.
Oh, open up the brandy, Neil. Still packed, I think.
Of course. You've got to try it.
I just hope that wasn't the holiday of a lifetime.
Oh, don't talk like that. Things will pick up. Have you heard back from anywhere yet?
A couple of interviews coming up, but I can't shake the feeling that...
Flick, what I want to know is, when are we using this?
Oh, it's a very beautiful piece, isn't it? And creepy. Is it very old?
Very. It was handed down by my great Aunt Felicity, who will be joining us tonight, if we're lucky. When you're finished with the summoning, there are mahogany leaves underneath, which fold back over the top, and it looks just like a normal table. I had no idea about the Ouija part until we brought it here, and Neil cut himself on a hinge. I think these letters are inlaid ivory, back in the day when that was all fine. You know, I don't think we'd be allowed to sell it nowadays, even if we were desperate to.
Which is good, really, isn't it? I love elephants. Very noble creatures. I wish we could just shrink them down to a better size and have them trot around as pets, walk them around the park. They could carry sticks and useful things.
I don't think Mallow would be impressed.
Oh, nonsense. He's very good with other dogs. Elephants just have waggy tails at both ends, really. What's not there to like?
Donna, you twit.
Here we go. Port Galliard's finest. Oh, admiring the table, I see. We'll need another glass for that, won't we? So your great-great-aunt can spill the beans?
You sit down, I'll set it all up. You can't be too careful, apparently. I went round the whole house burning these special herbs earlier.
Smelled like a fire in a pizzeria.
The lady in the crystal shop said it was cleansing and protective. She gave me a few things to place around.
Oh, let me help you with that.
Oh, thanks, Gemma. We can move it back into the living room now. I think it's dry. I had to sprinkle this essence in the carpet. Just here should be perfect. Gemma, stop. They're just next door.
Like you care.
Do you ever think of Donna?
Do you ever think of anyone?
Don't pull that on me. Unless you want me to have a little chat with your wife.
Oh, most people smile when they're joking.
Most people are boring. Look, I've got an interview in town this Friday. The train back could be delayed.
I'll get the afternoon off.
You ready?
Oh,
Yeah,
You in fancy dress here?
No, that is a photo of my great Aunt Felicity. It's okay, it's a copy, you can touch it.
Wow, she could be you, Flick.
You've inherited those looks.
Well, her name.
Here's hoping you inherit a lot more than that.
That's why we invited you both. Can you reach the light, Neil? I'll just,
Ooh, spooky. Oh, I tell you what, we've not had candles since uni. Do you remember that time we...
Shh. Okay, so my great aunt traveled a lot, brought things home like this table. She made a fortune abroad, I think trading or something. Well, most of it she gave away to orphanages. Poor people. Apparently there's a hospital wing named after her somewhere or other. It's very sweet. Anyway, the story is that she did keep some treasures and told my great uncle about it on her deathbed. And he had a bad war, as he used to call it, and his mom dying and everything. He went on a few benders. The story goes that he was so off his face when he visited her for the last time, he passed out on her deathbed. The nurses came in and weren't sure who to resuscitate. Anyway, when he came to, he couldn't remember where she said it was. It caused a few rifts with him and his brother and my grandmother all creeping around her house looking for it, but they never found a thing.
So when we found this Ouija thing in the table, Flick was keen to talk to her. Go easy on the brandy, everyone. We want to remember this in the morning.
Before we start, do we need to believe in the power of this thing?
Gemma?
I mean, I'm up for pushing a glass around, but I don't want to jinx it or anything.
I don't think what we believe matters, Gemma. It's all a lot bigger than us. So, fingertips on the glass. Is anybody there? If you're there, Felicity Gladys Baston, enter this house and speak with us. Knock if you're there.
Okay, who did that?
Shh, nobody.
It just moved away from me.
Are you Felicity Gladys Baston?
Yes.
Are you my great aunt Felicity Gladys Baston from number 1?
How did...
4, 6, Homer's Lane? It's her! Oh, hello. You're kind of a heroine of mine. I was hoping to ask you about where...
Is anyone hurt?
Look!
It's all piled up.
It's imploded?
Easier to clean up, I guess.
She didn't want to hurt us, maybe?
It's what the Crystal Lady said. Cleanse and protect your whole house and nothing can harm you.
Good to go.
Thanks, darling. Shall we carry on?
What if the same thing happens with this class? Maybe she doesn't want to be contacted.
Great aunt? Are you still there?
Does she mind questions?
Do you mind questions?
Hooray!
Wait, doesn't that mean she does mind questions? The thump before that meant yes, didn't it?
Did you mean yes?
See?
Yeah, but if the first meant no, then that would also mean no.
I'm getting confused.
All right, let's try one we've already asked. Is your name Felicity Gladys Baston? Was there some treasure that you wanted your family to have?
Oh,
Jeez.
I'll go. This time of night it'll be the lads upstairs, I bet.
Upstairs?
Upstairs. Neil and I thought that we let. Just as well, really, under the circumstances, but we didn't want to lose the garden by letting downstairs.
Oh, your beautiful garden.
Glorified courtyard, really. But you don't get acres this close to the tube. We based the paving slabs on this place in Italy. Long story. Anyway, this wall, all the way through here, all false. Behind that is the old staircase. It goes straight up to the boys' room in the attic. It's a small space for two, of course, but they do shift work. They're hardly there, what with all the long hours. And they keep themselves to themselves.
If they pay the rent.
There was 1 month the younger one was ill. Very sweet. Begged for an extension, so we had to help, really. They've got no one else.
He insisted on coming in.
Hello? You see, our friends are around, so it's not very convenient unless it's an emergency.
He doesn't look well.
I have some letters for you. C H E A T. That's all.
I think you should be a bit careful with that one, Flick. There's something wrong with him.
His eyes.
Is he on something? Oh no, I'd put them out. Don't answer the door. Leave any confrontations to Neil.
Thanks, mate.
No. Didn't any of you get it? That was a message from great-great-aunt. C-H-E-A. She was born in Cheatham. Yeah, or near enough. We need more. Come on. Sit down, Neil.
She gave a message to your tenant.
And we got it, didn't we? Felicity Gladys Baston. I need more information. I mean, thanks, obviously. But where do we need to look? Can you give us an address?
What's going on up there?
Neil, do you think you need to check?
No. Sit down. Figures out the class, everyone. Give us another message, Felicity. I need more information.
Do you think they're all right?
I bet they've got the rest of the message up there. They better come down soon. What if they work out what's happening and get there first?
Why would she give a message to your crackhead tenants?
I forgot about upstairs.
What?
When I was doing all the cleansing, the lady in the crystal shop said, protect the house, keep any spirits from getting in. I only did our bit down here, obviously. I didn't think about them up there.
What, and now we've got your great-great-aunt smashing up the attic?
No, it's a good thing. Oh, instead of messing about spelling things a letter at a time, maybe we could talk to her through them. Do you think?
They've gone very quiet.
Come on, everyone.
I'm not sure I want to.
Are you still there, Felicity? Felicity? Are the tenants coming down? Shall we come up there to talk with you?
I think we ought to check on them at least. Donna?
And see what's left of our flat.
Ah!
Look out!
This way. Hello? Is anyone there?
Thomas! The whole wall. Are they trapped under there? Is anybody there? Shout or knock if you can hear me. Hello?
Look at it, Matt.
We can help you.
Stop digging.
You can resuscitate them, right? Keep them alive till the ambulance.
Stop.
I haven't rung it.
Head between your knees. That's it. You're in shock.
You can resuscitate them, right?
Look at it, Matt. There's no rush now. Let's get some air in here. Can see the garden from here. Well, courtyard, really.
They're lucky to get that this close to the tube.
All concrete. Needs digging up. Could grow some vegetables, flowers. Make it pretty.
It's not our garden, Thomas. Look at this. That's a picture of the lady from upstairs, isn't it?
Our Lady, yeah.
The wall!
Shh! There's none left of it to fall down. It's coming from in here. Hello?
It's coming from the table.
A normal table. Well, if you ignore the letters. But nothing to make a...
To make that. Oh, I got my finger on... There's a hinge.
Nothing serious. I look. There's a flap of wood that... Hey. These fell out. Look like... diamonds. Too big to be real, aren't they? Matt!
What are you doing, Thomas?
I'm not. You can see I'm not. A... G... I... F... T.
Gift? If these are real, this is enough to...
We can't.
The lady upstairs wants us to...
She wants us to...
See?
How do we know that means yes?
Are you the lady upstairs? Are these a gift for us? The lady upstairs would want us to have them. She was so kind.
Or do the bangs mean no? Oh, this is a terrible way to communicate.
We could take these jewels, take them up to her. Ring for the ambulance upstairs. They are her things. She always said, though... What does she say? She always says it. Could you remember what she says?
She is always so kind.
Always kind. She likes that you're a medic. We have to take her jewels. She'll want us to have them, use them to...
I think she'd like us to grow vegetables.
And flowers. Make it pretty.
For her. Once we're downstairs, she can have our room all to herself.
I think she'd like that. Isn't that what she says? I can't remember what she says.
Must be the shock. Come on. Upstairs. Upstairs.
Upstairs Upstairs was written and directed by Fiona Thraille and featured Emily Snyder as Flick, Draco Aleksander as Neil, Sascha Cooper as Gemma, Fiona Thraille as Donna, Karim Kronfli as Tomas, Emmett Moon as Matt, and Pete Lutz as the announcer. The dialogue editor was Gavin Byrne. Sound design and production by Andrew Wardlaw. Produced for the 11th Hour Production Challenge 2020.
Talmor, Sheshin Marachi. Talmor is my home. My family have worked the land for generations. My gran says the island does not belong to us, but we belong to the island. And we must be ready, for a great evil is coming, and death follows with it.
Listen and subscribe to the latest season of Undertow, The Harrowing, a Storyglass production presented by Realm, available wherever you get your podcasts.
If you want a person dead, you call a hitman. If you want a monster dead, you call Lincoln Franks. But you better be able to pay the price he asks, because Lincoln doesn't work for free. Pay to slay, bitches. Slay Season 2 is the current season of Scott Sigler Slices, a fiction podcast with dark tales hacked from the mind of a #1 New York Times bestselling author. Slay is a foul-mouthed, monster-killing, drug-addled anti-hero story that's John Wick meets Buffy meets Breaking Bad. Slay Season 1 is complete and waiting for you in the feed, as is Scott's short story anthology, Blood is Red. Scott Sigler Slices is the world's longest-running fiction podcast, 19 years and counting, with new episodes dropping every Sunday. Get Scott Sigler Slices on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.